Hey there.
Hi.
What are you doing? What's going on?
Well, I am going to be, hi babies. Well, Happy and I are going to be doing intros with Sailor, Lockley, and Grant, which that was the plan all along after they healed up from surgery. Just originally we were also going to have...
Spectre decided she didn't want to be involved, so she's bowed out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that, though. There's a different video for that, and I'm not going to talk about it because it's been 2.5 days, so...
Yeah, so we're going to be doing intros with Sailor, Lockley, and Grant, and hopefully everything will be going fine. If you don't know Sailor's history, she's a little bit,
not nice. Should we say... This clip, for what I'm using it for, the beginning's going to be really confusing. Bear with us while Sarah goes through her spiel, and then I'll explain.
We're double filming, there's a reason. Anyway, yeah, so Sailor has a history of aggression, but we're hoping that she will be fine this time. Okay.
Should I say what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm also doing a clip because we have a different channel. Sarah has her rap channel. I'll look at your camera when I'm fine. Sarah has a rat channel where she does rat things, and then together we have a book channel where we do book things, and I do the book stuff. I do the editing stuff with the book stuff and plan the stuff, and then with the rat one, she does it, and obviously I just pop in. I don't think we have any crossover at this point, so people...
Sorry for that shoddy camera work. I was distracted by a boy.
I don't know. That happens. I don't know I don't know how many people we have that are like consistent watchers for the book channel, but I think you have consistent ones for the rat one.
Yeah, a few.
So we just thought it'd be fun to do this opening clip because for us, our book one, we're gonna do a little vlog kind of explaining where we've been. The rat people know because you've been keeping up with it. I haven't been keeping up with the book one
I only missed
clinical depression.
I've only missed one upload.
Well, that's because
I forgot I had a Band-Aid.
Yeah, she's Band-Aided, so. Right, so for me, we're going to do a fun little vlog with probably not a whole lot of reading or anything, but some diamond painting and puzzle talk. And then the rat one, she's going to go film our intros with my two rats and then her rat over there. Yeah. This is a fun little intro where we're both filming each other, and we're going to do book stuff and rat stuff, and I guess we're not going to do simultaneous for the whole thing, by the way. I just thought this would be a funny opening. So it'll end here a little bit with our double ways, but we'll both be in each other's videos.
Yes.
So obviously, because her intros are with two of my rats that are the only ones I have. I got just my two rats. And the book one, the book channel's both of us all the time. The rat channel is mostly just her, and then I pop in sometimes. So if you find me annoying and you don't want me, just watch the rat stuff. But if you like me and you think I'm entertaining, thank you so much.
All right, so we have started intros, as you can see. This is the neutral territory part of intros. You don't have to do this. In fact, I used to not do this. But since I have a bathtub now, I figured I'd give it a go. And I do feel like it has changed the tone of my intros in a good way, definitely a positive way. But yeah, so we have Sailor, who is the one with the torn ear, Grant, who is the poofy one, who's up there, and then Lockley is the black and white one. And I'm not seeing anything bad here for sure. Grant is poofy, but that's not the worst thing that she could be. Here I am just trying to de-poof her, which is something you can do. Do it cautiously because you don't necessarily want to be reaching in and grabbing a rat that's irritated. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that would be a cause for concern for me. Hello. Let's try this, guys. Hello. Lockley. Lockley. Come here. In you go.
Stage 2-ish.
Oh dear.
Mother is nervous.
They're touching. See that? Touching. Grant, if you move right now.
Grant's being a little difficult.
Be friends. Love each other. I beg of you. Okay. I'm being a little bit. They haven't noticed me yet. Oh, look at her head. Oh my god, say. I want to weep. I haven't seen her like this in so long.
She's just biding her time to bite up Grace.
Listen, I'm not going to be secure in this for like 6 weeks.
I know. Yeah, me too.
The bullshit she has pulled, this freaking rat.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there for every single instance of her being like, doing something where we're just like, are you serious?
She looks just like Grant. It's gonna actually be a real problem.
I'm not concerned about it for sure. Not to get all sad in this little vlog, but doing these intros has me reflecting further still on my rat situation, because I don't think I'm getting more, and it keeps kind of coming up, obviously. And I've always had this problem since Wicket and Wookie, my first rats. And it's such a stupid thing, that I've always kind of felt like if I loved other rats as much or more than them, that I would be betraying them somehow. Like it's wrong to love something and then go on and love something else more. I'm trying to accept that. Loving something else doesn't take away from what you've loved previously. Because admittedly and shamefully, in the beginning with Spectre, Lockley, and Grant, I would try to distance myself. I think it was subconscious that I tried to distance myself emotionally from them a little bit, because I thought loving them as much would be that betrayal to Wookie and Wicket, and I thought loving them more would just kind of kill me when they eventually died. I guess I thought I could maybe protect myself a little bit. I could have pets, and I could just keep myself from feeling as torn apart as I did when Wicket and Wookie died, because it was so bad with both of them. And I was dumb, and I thought I could do that. I thought I could, like, spare myself. And I couldn't, and it wasn't fair of me to try. Are you bogging? She's boggling, because she's not happy. But, I don't know, I look at her little face, and I wish that I'd been a little more, secure in my feelings towards them in the beginning. So I could have enjoyed them more when they were little, but I was grieving Wicket so much, and it hurt so bad. And I decided not to get more rats after Spectre. And, I just have this... Are you chewing on me? I have this delusion that I can spare myself from pain if I just stop getting more. But that's not going to happen because of Sailor in here, who isn't my rat and has never been my rat. But when these intros go well, she's going to be in my room over in that corner over there. And she is going to feel kind of like one of mine. And I love so many of Sarah's so much. So I think I'm just coming to the realization that nothing I do is going to help me avoid that pain of losing them. And I think it's maybe more important to keep trying to love things. Like if you're alive, I think that you should keep trying to love as many things as you can. Because when you try not to, it doesn't work, and it just makes you feel bad. I feel bad that I maybe didn't give my 3 newer ones as much as they deserved, which I'm trying to change now. And it's just I can't cut myself off from Sarah's rats. I don't want to. I don't want to not let myself love something because it's going to hurt later, because what a waste. So I guess that's what I've decided. As far as getting more rats, that's not been a subject on the channel, but it's been a big subject in my life here. Sarah just keeps mentioning, oh, if you decide to get more, if you change your mind. And I don't know at this point, because I can't imagine not having rats, because I've had them for years now. I'm very torn. I want to keep loving things, I guess, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what being alive is about. And if I'm going to hurt anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm inviting a little bit. Or maybe I'm rambling because it's late at night and I'm sad thinking about Spectre because I see her face in pictures and I get miserable and I look in this little cage and she's not there. And I'm just very aware of it. So at least the intros are doing good. Very sad update, but everything's going good. So I thought you'd want to know. And that little clicky sound is Lockley drinking. So far so good.
They're staring at me. We have progressed onto stage 2. I'm sure they're going to be very annoyed when they go from this cage to this cage. But yeah, so basically everything's been going pretty well. There was a little tense at first. Like for the first couple of hours it was pretty tense, but then they kind of settled in and calmed down and it's been very smooth. Why was it tense? Why was it tense? Maybe because of a little Silvermane Rex girl. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move them over. I'm gonna do my best to get their food over, but I gave them a salad today, so their salad is currently in the Santa chips. Yeah. I'm gonna get some Aspen again. I'm gonna try it a little bit. See if being in Texas helps with the respiratory issues that I've had with Aspen. Because Santa chips are A, expensive, B, messy, and C, I hate the bag. I hate opening the bag. I hate it so much. She can attest. It
Free
sucks.
them. Free the babies.
Well, not quite freedom.
Free them.
Guys.
Free them.
Oh, my baby. Come here, baby. Oh, safe.
Jesus.
She hates being picked up. Oh, safe.
Not by me. Not by Aunt Gabby.
It already smells in there, guys. What did y'all do? Okay. Ready? Pop. And pop.
Oh!
Rant. Is this not the cutest face ever?
My cheese. My little cheese.
They're a little stressed, so if there's porphyrin or noise, it's from stress. I do think it will clear up on its own.
This doesn't look like our cage.
Want me to go get your food? Oh, they eat your blueberries, Sailor. Sailor loves blueberries.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, little prisoners.
It's for their own good. Oh my god. They just buried everything in the Santa chips. Santa chips stick to frickin' everything.
Yeah, ask my dresser.
Look at this.
Protein.
Well, they won't eat it. The thing with rats is they have flaps in their mouth that prevent them from eating stuff they don't really want to eat. That's why it's nothing to worry about if you see them chewing on something. Y'all are very good. I'll get a hammock for you later. I'm a little worried though because Sailor has HLD and I don't know if she'll be able to get into a hammock, so I have to get one that hangs pretty low. And well, you just recorded me struggling.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that I now have 5 of these cages and I still only ever use this one. We'll transfer them over to her dresser.
Ah.
Yeah, we'll transfer them over to her dresser so that they don't get Santa chips all over her bed.
Yeah, like it did with my dresser. Who's gonna clean that up, guys? Who's gonna clean that up? Which one of you?
Grant.
Lockley? Oh my god. My poor baby. Casualty of war.
They got a tissue? We did not intend them to. Hi, Lockley.
I need those. I'm leaking. Every hole in my head is leaking a very liquidy liquid. It's so moist over here.
I am standing a little further away because I don't want them to get too excited, but we have moved up to stage. I mean, technically we skipped a stage because I do have ropes in there, but I have ropes in there because Sailor's legs don't work very well anymore. She's got HLD. It's very mild still. She's had it for like, I don't know, 5 months, would you say?
A while. Like a long time.
Yeah, and I'm maintaining it with kidney supplements every day. But yeah. So they're in here, and they themselves moved up a stage without my permission by chewing a hole in the hammock and sleeping in it together. So my one good flat hammock destroyed.
Who could have done such a thing?
Well, we're currently blaming Sailor, but we don't really know.
We'll never know.
Lockley, what are you doing, Doofy? You do
Look at the
weird.
Pokemon.
Yeah, lots of Pokemon. But yeah, so they're doing really great. Obviously, Grant and Sailor are currently inside that hammock sleeping together.
Together.
Yes, like perfectly peacefully. I'm not going to, as I've been saying this whole video, this rat has put me through so much nonsense. I'm not willing to say that like, oh, it's looking great, it's all good, or whatever, because I've had with her an intro go beautifully, and then 2 weeks later, after they had their full cage and had been living together beautifully, she has started a giant fight that forced me to separate them. That is Sailor. So, like, I'm not going to say we're all good or anything, but we're here.
We're queer.
For a Sailor intro, it's going pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So from this point on, I'll be like starting tomorrow when Cappy gets up. I will be adding stuff in every like 4 to 6 hours, I'd say, depending on how well they do. I was a little worried about Grant because so far every time we've done something new, Grant's gotten a little moody, but she seemed fine once we had her in the cage.
Yep.
So like, there's a chance she might have calmed down a little bit. And again, she is currently snuggled up with Sailor inside the hammock that they've destroyed, and now I have to replace.
Here, do my portion. I have something to say. I've been monopolizing your vlog. Sarah refuses to give me credit for the fact that twice now she's had rats who absolutely will not go with anyone else, and I have come in here with my beautiful, perfect babies who have managed to do the impossible. First it was Wookiee with Ducky and Dorothy, who no one liked because they're little weirdos, and now it's Grant and Lockley, who have done the literal impossible and managed to get along with the psycho baby that I love. Don't you dare. Just admit it. Just admit.
Fine. I admit it. Her babies are good for my babies.
I make good babies. I carried and birthed them all myself. And this is because of me and nothing else. So, see you next clip. Ear wiggle. Ear wiggle. Oh my goodness. When economic depression hit the city, Grace Holloway started.
Okay. Earlier we filmed the outro to this video, which has now been deleted, because someone decided to have a little attitude problem, and it was not the someone we've been worried about. No, Lockley decided to have an issue. So, I was worried about this from the beginning, which is their yellow basket, which is where they would go to the bathroom in, they used it as litter, they would put all their nest material in, and they'd hoard their food in it. By they, I mean Spectre, Lockley, and Grant. I was worried about it because I knew with humdrum, the basket was always kind of her hot button issue. That's always what's caused the most fights in intros with her. So I had it in my head that it might be an issue. We put it in there 7 hours ago, and it's been fine. Longer than 7 hours, like 7.5 hours ago, and it's been fine the whole time. Until about 15 minutes ago where I heard a squeak, and I was like, that was a loud squeak. And I came in here to check on them, and found Lockley and Sailor fighting, Lockley being the aggressor, because she chased Sailor all the way to the black basket, and then she went back to the yellow basket, which was in that back corner, and she started stomping around and getting huffy and poofy and angry. And then she went back to the black basket and started a fight with Sailor. So I've taken the basket out, took out everything I put in there today, and at this point we're just going to be walking back steps as needed. We might end up all the way back at step 1, but I'm not giving up because Sailor was really happy the last few days.
I'm a little worried because this is deeply out of character for Lockley, and I just had a rat related to her die of a brain tumor. So a little voice in me is like, oh, does she have something wrong?
This is classic territorial.
She's never done this.
I know, but we hadn't put any of her stuff in there yet.
Well, I sure don't want to give up, especially if it was just a fluke, and I'm willing to stretch this out as long... Is that cat on the chair?
Yes.
I'm willing to stretch this out as long as we need to make sure that Sailor has company. I'm hoping it was just a one-time thing, because Lockley's not like this.
What I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to go to the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to replace all of their baskets. I might even take the spiderweb baskets out, although they don't seem to have an issue with those.
We'll see.
But I'm going to replace those. I'm going to replace this little black basket, and I'm going to replace the yellow basket. All of it's getting replaced because those are the stuff that they're territorial over. The space pod didn't seem to cause any issues, but I'm going to do another clean of it, and I'm going to make sure there is no scent on that fucking thing whatsoever. I'm going to have to bleep that.
Oh, do you not curse?
I try not to. I curse a lot in real life, guys. I have a filthy mouth.
I don't. My mouth is clean and pure. Nothing bad. I've never done anything sinful with my mouth, unlike Sarah.
And then we'll see. The only thing at that point that will be theirs, officially, was, their foraging toys, which they don't seem to have an issue over. That wooden bridge at the very bottom, which they don't seem to have an issue over. And the space pod, again, which I'm going to do a deep, deep clean on. And then the door hammock, which we can switch the dowels on if it's an issue.
Oh, okay.
But I think maybe tomorrow I'll just get some of that white vinegar from downstairs and dunk everything, including the metal parts of the door hammock. Not the wood parts, because yikes. So,
yay.
This happens during intros. Sailor's currently in the black basket, terrified. And Lockley and Grant are in the spiderweb basket, cuddling with each other. Hopefully, this is just a minor setback, but I'm going to be taking precautions to fix this.
Yeah. Lockley's in a lot of trouble.
You're doing your buggies? Do you want to do another one? Do you want to do another buggy? Do another buggy? Oh, yo, there you go. Good baby. Hello. Hello. Oh.
So we're gonna try to call them in. Put your hands on here.
Hello.
Quick update, we are still in intros. It's been several days since I've updated you. But basically, they had to go back into this blue cage for, it was Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. They didn't need to be in there that long, but we had things going on, so we kept them in there. And then we moved them in here Sunday afternoonish, and they've been good. It's now Wednesday. I just added that spiderweb hammock in the back. We're going pretty slow adding stuff just to make sure someone doesn't get uppity. Hello, Grant. Show us your beautiful face. Grant baby. Face. Face. Fine. Be that way. But yeah, we're still in intros. Sailor has not been alone for over a week now. You got this, babe. You can do it. I believe in you. And we're just gonna keep going. So I'll update you again in a few days. This is the end of the intros video. It has to be the end of the intros video.
It's the end of the intros video or the end of us as a friendship.
So yeah, their cage, for some reason it looks bare to me, but I know it's not. Like,
Do you want to get a shot? It looks fine.
You think it looks fine?
Well,
Sorry for my hand in there. So like, yeah, there's enough things in there for Sailor to get around, which is what I care about. But maybe when I do, like in a cage cleaner too, when I rearrange things, I'll move some of these ropes a little bit higher. It's just like that back corner feels a little bare to me.
I guess we're just doing trial and error for now because we need to make sure Sailor can get around. So aesthetic isn't as important as making sure it's functional for Sailor. Yeah,
and we are cleaning the cage this weekend, so ignore the bedding. They're messy girls.
Yeah, I literally just spot cleaned and nothing matters. Nothing. Look, there's just bedding. There's just bedding everywhere. It's all over. I vacuum, and it doesn't even matter.
We're gonna be trying a new Aspen soon, so hopefully it will work better. We have to be careful of Grant though, because she can be very, very sensitive to certain aspens. This one doesn't have a smell, and it seems to have less dust though, so it'll make less of a mess, but still make a mess. But they've been in here for almost 3 weeks.
Did you show them my comic books?
You showed them in my last video.
All right.
Yeah, it went up today.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it went up today. They've been together for about 3 weeks. We're not technically completely out of the woods.
Well, we have to just make sure that they're fine. She just added another basket, and we just have to make sure, that it's fine.
Yeah.
Which it probably will be. We haven't had an incident since that really bad one with Lockley.
Yeah.
So it was over a cashew, and I'm very careful about how I give them treats. I make
and again, these baskets are new. They smell like the group.
Get out. I hate you.
Go on, Dax.
Unless you're going to vacuum my floor.
Go on. Okay. But yeah, this should be the end of it. Again, technically we're not completely done with intros. We're not out of the woods yet with Sailor. I like to give it a few weeks with everything before I call it done.
I love your 1989 reference.
I don't know that reference.
Don't worry, everyone in the comments will get it.
Okay. But so for the time being, we're going to end this video. And if I don't update you in a future video with negative news, assume everything's good.
Yeah, we're ending with fingers crossed.
Yeah. So
look, there's Lockley.
You wanna do the outro? You wanna do the outro?
Like, comment, and subscribe, and send peanuts, please.
Okay, you ready, Lockley? We're gonna do the outro.
Send peanuts.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. All the fun stuff down below.
Send peanuts.
I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.